Hey Ashley, it's Mr. Ramirez. So sorry I'm getting to you next week. I know you sent this to me on Thursday. I think it was after 1, I can't remember. But usually I would have gotten to you on the Friday after that and made this for you. I just had some family matters I had to take care of all day Friday, and we are usually off. So I would have gotten to you, but I'm really sorry I didn't. So I hope you still need this. I can still help you out. So this part here is a little strange. I've actually helped a few students on it before, and it's just because the directions are kind of vague and they're not very yeah, they're not very detailed with what they want you to do, and they don't really give you much of an example. So I'm going to walk you through kind of what they want. It's actually kind of easy once you just realize all you need to do is use some vocab words in a description of a dance that you made, and that's easy. It's right as rain. I guarantee you'll probably probably won't even need the whole video. So the words they want you to use are things like translation, reflect. Actually, we use translation. Yeah, reflection, rotation, and possibly dilation. Dilation. Oops. Now these are the 4 words they probably want you to use in describing your dance. So I'm just going to give you an example of each of them in accordance to a dance that I'm going to draw out here for you, and hopefully you'll see what you need to do. So let's draw our XY plane here. I'm a little nitpicky on my lines. All right, so let's say we have a dancer. All right, so actually, let's number our lines really quick. Let's number it to 3, really simply. We got 1, 2, 3, and let's number all sides. Oops. Kind of try to keep them even as they are all the way across. So this would be -1, -2, and -3, and going up. 1, 2, 3, and going down. -1, -2, and -3. I think this drawing stuff is what they wanted you to do on the other part of it, if I remember correctly. I've seen this problem a few times, so I'm pretty sure this is what they want on the other part, something like this. But I could be wrong because I haven't seen it in a while. Oh, excuse me. So let's draw our dancer guy. All right, let's say our dancer guy is over here. Let's draw him out. Just a little dude dancing away. There we go. That's better. So, say we got our dancer here, and he's starting out and he's dancing, and let's say he moves to the left 3, or sorry, let's say moves to the left 2. Okay, 2. So 1, 2. So now he's over here. Let me like that. So let's say he has moved from here to here. Now we have to describe that movement using one of these words or some of these vocabulary words they've taught you in terms of movements on graphs. So we have to think, okay, well, which one would be the movement where you just move from one space to another? Well, that would be a translation, right? Be a translation, right? A translation of 2 units. He goes from 3 to 1. So translation to the left of 2 units, right? Because 1, 2. So that would be translation. Now let's say he's facing the crowd right now, right? He's facing the crowd, facing the audience, and then he turns to his right. So he's facing us, right? Say we're the audience. He's facing us. Let's say he turns to his right, like he turns around. That would kind of be like a reflection. So if he turns to his right and he reflects, he would now be on this side of the axis, right? And so he would go from 1 to -1 and reflect across, and he would kind of look something like this, right? Because he would reflect his body. Come on now. There we go. Now he reflects himself like that. Now he's reflected across the x-axis. Or sorry, not the x-axis. I'm sorry, the y-axis. Y, x. So he's now reflected across the y-axis. So something like that. Reflection. So that would be kind of reflection, or something they kind of want like that. The other one would be rotation, obviously. So like if the dancer, say, rotates 180 degrees, he spins around maybe, right? So now if he spins 180 degrees or he rotates, let me grab him here. Ooh, that'll work. Say he now rotates 180 degrees. Well, he's now rotated 180 degrees. Right? And if he's rotated 180 degrees, it's just, whoops, sorry. I was trying to get rid of this extra lines here. and something simple like that, right? Because he's obviously rotated. And so they just want you to use words like that to describe the movements of what your dancer is doing, just so they understand, just so they know that you know what those specifically mean. So if we look at right here, these movements, the dancer starts out and then he translates to the left 2 units, right? He then turns around, reflecting himself over the y-axis, and then rotates and spins 180 degrees. And that's kind of something they want you to do. They gave you a lot of room for this problem, but you really don't need the entire room, I think, unless you I can't remember how many movements they want you to make, but if they do, just something like that, just keep going, right? So he moves to the left, he reflects, he rotates, just kind of something like that. They're just looking for these key words here, is really what they're looking for. Now, dilation, I don't know if they want you to use it, but if they do, I'll just explain what it is. It's when something grows or shrinks according to scale. So if we have our dude here now, and he dilates 2 times his size, well, he would grow to scale 2 times. And so if his foot was 6 inches before, now it'd be 12 inches. If it would grow twice his size. If his foot was 6 inches and he dilated to 0.5, well, he shrunk half his size, and his foot would now be 3 inches, something like that. Just growing or shrinking according to scale. That's what dilation is. I don't think they're going to want that, though, just because that seems kind of straight out. I don't think you could describe a dance move that way. I just don't think they're looking for that one. But just so you know in the future, if they ever ask you, that's what dilation is. It's a growing of scale or shrinking of scale. I've moved him over here. In reality, he would stay right where that guy is. I just moved him so you could see, because he's not moving anywhere on the graph. He's just growing or shrinking. So that's kind of what they're looking for. I hope this helps. It's a little odd. It may need a little more clarification. So if you need more help, just shoot me a text. I'm available all day during the week. Like I said, last Friday was more of a special case. So yeah, please reach out to me if you need help, and stay safe, Ashley. Bye now.